Hey, it's your girl, Coach Joe. Come sip and chat with me. As you already know, the real tea is changing your thought process. So let's work. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Alicia, good morning. This beautiful Saturday morning, I went to the gym this morning. Started my day off really good. Ladies, jump on in here. Let's talk. This Saturday morning, what other way to start your weekend off, huh? Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, beautiful ladies. Let's allow some ladies to get into the room here. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you ladies doing this morning? What y'all got planned? What's going on with you this weekend? I'll allow a couple of people to get in before we kick it off. I'm not going to keep you long this morning. But this song is definitely the topic of where I'm going to today. Good morning, gorgeous. Mary did this one yet again. Love me some Mary. But we kick it off, ladies. Come on in. Come on in. I don't have no tea this morning. Well, I already had it. I lied. I got water now. So let's kick it off. Come on, Mary. Good morning, gorgeous. You got to be about you. You got to be about your business. You got to be about your life. Mary, Mary, Mary. We're going to kick this thing off. We are going to kick this thing off. Like I say, this is the perfect song for what I want to talk to you ladies about this morning. Let me get myself together here. Good morning, good morning, good morning, gorgeous ladies. We're talking about today, this Saturday morning. Let's kick this thing off. You think you're living, but are you truly living? You think you're living, but are you truly living? I just got a couple of things I'm going to hit on this morning. Not too much, because I'm going to do a spin-off on this on my YouTube. But we're going to kick this thing into the little message that I got for you this morning. So I'm going to read what I have on my notes. Thank you, ladies, for coming in this morning. I hope the lighting is good for you. Trying to fix my camera here. Okay, so let's jump off. Let's jump off. All right. Okay, Joe. All right. Living starts with you. Okay? Living starts with you. Not existing, but living. It starts with you. I'm sorry I keep moving this camera, but I don't want it to mess up my notes. I should have got myself together. Here we go. I'll just talk to you from this angle. Living starts with you, okay? What is your vision of your life? What do you see and how do you feel when you see that vision? Okay, what is the vision of your life that you have for yourself? As women, we tend to base our living around making others happy first, okay? And then we are satisfied because we put a smile on their face. So we gradually smile because we had something to do with their happiness. I'm here to say, quit robbing yourself of your own life. You know, our elders, and I think this is like a learned behavior. I don't know about you ladies, but my elders always took pride in making others happy. And that's something that I've learned. That's been a learned behavior for myself. Is taking pride in making other people happy. And at the end of the day, when I see a happiness on their face, then it puts a smile on my face. But what have I done for myself? And like I said before, I seen my mother do this, you know, years and years and years. The sacrifice that she put in for others, making them happy. And at the end of the day, if she can sit on the couch and know that she's done something for somebody else, then she has a little smile on her face. Not a joyful smile, you know, not like a cheesing smile, not a fulfilled smile. It's that smile that say, you know, I'm not being selfish because I did something for somebody else. But what have I done for myself? So I'm learning every day that it's good to do for others, but I cannot do that if I'm not self-full. So I have to start with myself first. You get what I'm saying? So that's not selfish. That's just saying that I'm nothing to you if I am not full. And I'm no good in an empty cup. So let's talk about that. I just got a couple of things that I want to discuss with you this morning. The first thing is basically enjoying things that you love to do. Now, that may be a small little sentence, a small little tactic, but enjoying things that you love to do. Sacrificing yourself first. You know, a lot of people are in relationships. And when I say relationships, I'm not talking about just with a significant other, like a marriage and dating and being in a relationship. I'm saying even with your children. You know, we as women put so much into other people that we don't even enjoy doing things what we like to do. So it's like putting yourself last, knowing that these things are putting something into you that you need to go about in your life. Getting back to you. Sometimes we lose ourselves in relationships, sometimes in marriages, you know, in friendships. In our children, you know, we tend to lose ourselves. And when it's all said and done, sometimes if the relationship is over, sometimes if the, Lord forbid, the marriage come to an end, you sitting there like, who am I? You know, what do I like to do? Where have I lost myself? So enjoying yourself, especially with these kids, because they get grown, they leave the nest and they go on about their merry way. And then what about you? What have you done throughout all these years to put something into yourself? You used to enjoy hiking. You used to enjoy doing these things. It's in there in you, but you're not even enjoying those things because just like I just said in the earlier, you find a little bit of happiness by making others happy. Doing things that they love to do and not doing things that you love to do. You're not even, you know, sometimes we don't even bring it out on the table, especially with people that we're dating. They say, oh, I want to do such and such, 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 such. And you a go-along person, but you never even initiate to say, hey, I want to do this. Or invite them into certain things that you like to do because of that fear of, I don't know what's going to happen if I show up as this person, or I don't know what's going to happen if they don't like what I'm bringing to the table because I want to like what they like. I want to do what they do. But are you enjoying the things that you love to do? So are you living, or are you existing for somebody else? I just got 3 little spots on here because I didn't want to give everything from a YouTube channel. But think about that, ladies. Think about that. And you know, I don't know about many of you, but hey, I've been doing that for years. Being in the shadow of others because I want to be that get along person. I want to be that I could just flow with the, flow type of person, or to make them happy. To make them happy. But at the end of the day, what have I done for myself? I'll be 41 this year. And I'm still figuring out who I am daily. And that comes from suppressing it so long that now it's like, whoa, wow, I never thought that I liked these things. But learning how to initiate those things, bringing them to the forefront, and doing them regardless if anybody comes along. If you like to do certain things and your girlfriends or your mate, certain people don't want to do it, you got to know how to fulfill that part in you. So you got to go and do those things because you don't know what that's doing in here. I like to go out and sit. I talked about that in nature. Never thought I loved doing those things, but I can sit out there for hours. My husband, not so much. He'll go out for a little while, but he ain't going out for too long. But me, I take my lunch. I got my phone. I can sit out by some water. I might just ride down to the beach today. But guess what? That's fulfilling something in me. And you can't lose yourself years after years after years and not feeling fulfilled. You're no good to other people when you're not fulfilled. Okay? Now I'm about to jump off into something just because, we're talking to the ladies. And just like the song that I was just playing, Mary J. Blige, that Good Morning Gorgeous song, the words in that song has a lot to do with this next bullet point that I'm about to say. Stop being jealous of other women. Okay? I've never, and I'm thinking when I go into a blank, if I can recall, I'm not a jealous person, but I used to always think that maybe I'm not, and this is the old me, okay? Hello, not the new Joe. I'm not pretty enough. My skin is not lighter enough. The hyperpigmentation in my face makes me ugly. Or my hair is not as thick and full as other girls that I would want it to be. She's living a successful life, or she's doing this and she's doing that. Sometimes we kind of compare ourselves to other women. But it's that living. You can't control how the way you were born, But I know how to love on these imperfections within me. And if I don't like it, then those things that I'm able to do something about, I can do something about. If I don't like my weight, or I don't like this, what's going on, I can do something about that. But this face, this is what it is. So I have to flourish that, and I have to love that about me. And I have to show up as that woman, being confident in who I am. There's beautiful women out there, beautiful women. I don't have to be jealous and envy about them, because when you start living and not existing, all of this, I'm in love with. All of this, and I'm going to walk it, and I'm going to talk it, and I'm going to love everything about this woman that I am. And I think a lot of time, women, when they do that comparison to other women, they stunt themselves from living. Not thinking that you're good enough. Not thinking that you're worthy enough. You don't even want to go nowhere. You don't want to dress up and go nowhere because you don't think that you're going to look like these other women that's out there. Are you living? You won't even go out on the weekends. Whatever that's decide for you, that you decide to do. You won't do nothing. You won't leave the house. Robbing yourself of your life because you feel like I don't measure up, or I don't look as good as these other women, or I don't put on a little weight, so I don't want to even put on no clothes. That's not living. This is your life. This is the only life on this side. What are you going to do with it? What decisions are you making to do with this? Because every day that you have those thoughts in your mind, you go to sleep, you wake up the next morning, and you still that person in the house, not going out. You won't even go for a walk. You won't do this because you're not happy with yourself, or you're always in comparison of what another woman is doing, how she look, how she carrying herself. Comparing yourself to their relationships, comparing yourself to their marriages. But you're robbing yourself. It's okay to admire. Hey, because I give compliments. I am one. If I see a sister out, I'm going to say, you're beautiful. I like your outfit. I like your hair. But that ain't mean I'm missing anything within myself. Yes, sis say when you love yourself, you have no reason to hate on others. Absolutely. But that's self-love. Yeah, that's self-worth bondage. Absolutely. That's self-love. You keeping yourself stuck. You keeping yourself in bondage because you don't think you measure up, or you're not worthy enough. You are worthy enough, queens. All of you that's on this live, in this group, all the women in the world, you are worthy enough. And when you know you're worthy enough, and that vision that you see of yourself, that vision that you want to be, that vision that you are aiming to be, you need to show up as that woman. Being self-full. Work on yourself from the inside out. How does that look for you? How does your life look for you? Whether you're single, married, divorced, whatever you may have, kids, no kids, what your life look like for you? Show up as that woman and be bold and confident. And that takes some work. That's not an overnight process. Like I say, years ago, I started doing that. Just a quick story. When I was in high school, I used to, and I think I shared this with you guys, but I used to always wear my hair in my face because I was so self-conscious of the hyperpigmentation that's in my face. That's in my face. And now I'm sitting on this live video talking to you ladies, and my hair is not covering my face. You know what? That took time. Looking people in the eyes. I used to talk to people with my head down, because I thought I was ugly. Because I've heard that. People have said that, so I wouldn't give eye contact. But that was robbing me. It will rob me of love. It will rob me of self-confidence, self-worth. And I'm going to do you a better one. It's going to rob you of your career too. We don't think about that. Not loving yourself, not being confident, not being able to be bold within who you are. It will rob you of your career. Honest, think about that. If I would have walked around with my head down, I'm ashamed to talk to somebody in eye contact because I have this perception about how the way I look. That would have did that. And it is doing that for a lot of women. Go to the office and see how many women shy and in their cubicles and not talking to nobody. Got their doors closed. Not sociable, unapproachable. Now, are you living or are you existing? What type of life are you trying to live for yourself? What type of life are you trying to live for yourself? This last one I got on here, like I say, today is real sweet, but this last one I'm gonna really emphasize on this one because this was past tense, all me. And y'all just go with me real quick on this. Not traveling and treating yourself to anything because of fear, okay? When I say fear, I'm not talking about fear of getting on a plane. Some of us do have fear of getting on a plane. And that's not living, okay? Because there's places that you may want to go. You afraid to get on a plane to explore, to live life, okay? I used to be that person afraid to get on the plane, but I started getting on the plane because this is my life. This is what I'm fulfilling myself with. And sometimes not treating yourself to things because you have a fear of, one, you're afraid to use that money. You're afraid of not having anything. You're afraid not being able to maintain what you go out there and get. Now, I'm not saying to go out there and buy something you're not, yet financially to the place where you can afford these things. I'm not saying not to use common sense. I'm saying that you have the means to do these things and you are walking in fear because you're afraid of not having it. Or you're afraid of having nothing, or you're afraid to jump out there and treat yourself to something because I may lose it. Fear. Now, is that living? No. Fear is not living. So I'm going to share this quick story because, like I say, this was all about me. And I know this may be for some other ladies, but with me, I always was hustling and bustling, okay? Straight out the gate. Had my child when I was my first baby at 16. Straight out the gate, I'm hustling and I'm bustling. I'm hustling, I'm bustling. Always had to sacrifice, okay? I can't buy this because I got to do this over here. I'm hustling and bustling. I'm trying to get somewhere in life. I'm trying to be able to give my children something that I not only did not have, but what I visualized for them to be able to reap. So my younger years, I'm hustling, I'm bustling, I'm going to school, I'm working, I'm up early mornings, I'm going to bed late at night. Like my daughter said on that last video, Mama, I thought you was like a superwoman. Because they never really seen a lot of the background that's happened because I'm up 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to bed after I put them down. And they didn't miss a beat because they were doing their activities and all of this stuff there. But I say all of that because now that God has put me to a place where that hustle and bustle, I don't have to do that as much. Mental, I'm still back where I was at years ago. I'm trying not to cry. The hustle and bustle. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. I wrote this and I wasn't crying, but we're going to get this out. All right. The fear of not wanting to. Oh, wow. Okay, Joe. The fear of not wanting to go without, okay? Mentally, I'm still, mentally, I'm still where I was, okay? Come on, God, get me through this. Okay. Mentally, my mind is still where I was, okay? So, as you guys know, I just bought a new car. And a part of me, I'm at the dealership. Okay, I'm at the dealership. I woke up last Saturday morning and I said I'm going to get me a new car. I wanted to get a new car last year, but I kind of felt like, it's not that time. Me and my husband just bought a new house. We getting some furniture, still trying to fill up this house. Y'all may hear a little echo. But I'm trying, it just wasn't time. So this year, last Saturday, and I had sat on that thing. And one thing about me, anything that I do, I seek God first. Okay, I'm not an anxious person anymore. And a lot of that has a lot to do because of I've done that before, and I have put me and my children in a bad situation, like financially. So I had a fear about, man, I want to go get me a new car. But if I do that, is this going to be here? Is this going to be here? Is this going to be here? You know what I'm saying? And having my husband now, another thing. Come on now, this word coming out. Thank you, sis. Another thing. Because I tell you, mentally, I'm still dealing with the fact that I'm doing this by myself. I'm mentally stuck in a place. And I'm working on that day to day because I have a husband that's financially able to take care of me. Okay, but mentally, I'm still robbing myself sometimes. And I say sometimes because day to day, this is a practice for me. Okay. This is where I'm going. Are you living? Because you're mentally stuck in some situations. And I'm sharing my experience. So I woke up last Saturday. I'm going to get me a car. So my husband said, okay, because he been telling me, go get you a car. And I said, I'm not going to get, I had been looking around, shopping around since last year. I said, I'm going to buy me a Mercedes. My husband said, okay, let's go. I'm at the dealership. And my husband is like, he excited. He talking to everybody. Anybody that knows him know he in there talking to everybody. And me, I'm sitting there, but I had this calm feeling over me. Really couldn't understand, because I wanted to be as excited as he was. But my spirit was just calm. The guy came over. He said, Mrs. Reese, I said, yeah. We don't have to worry about your credit. Your credit is phenomenal. He said, what vehicle do you want? I had already picked out the car. I got my car, give all glory to God, off the showroom floor. I said, I want that one. That's what I want. No money down. Credit took care of that. People were coming to talk with us that was not even doing the deal, was not even the finance person, just wanted to speak. Ma'am, anything that we can help you with? Ma'am, anything that we can do for you? And I'm sitting there, my spirit is calm. Rodney was like, babe, everybody coming to talk. I said, I'm just sitting there. Because mentally, I'm sitting there. And what was going through my mind is, And I'm just being honest. I could be transparent right now. Am I worthy? Am I worthy to be sitting in this dealership buying a 2022 Mercedes-Benz? Because mentally, I'm still where I was at years ago. What people are going to think about me? What are they going to say? Are they going to, am I going to make people feel like I'm better than them? Am I going to make people feel like, I'm being prideful? I'm this and that? Yeah, I'm being real right now, and I'm trying to stop crying so that I can get this out. Excuse me, I'm snorking. But what people going to think about me? I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here. My spirit is just calm. And I'm like, God, am I worthy of this? Even on the ride home, I'm happy, but I just didn't have that excitement that was in me that I know should have been there. I got home. And it was just clear as day. God said, stop numbing down what I gave you. Stop numbing down my blessings to suppress other people. Stop trying to make people comfortable because of what I blessed you with. Okay? That's all I needed to hear. Confirmation for me. Because guess what? Wasn't nobody there when I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning, studying on Saturday mornings, when my kids were asleep. Wasn't nobody there when I had to retake tests over and over and over and over. Wasn't nobody there when I sacrificed to be able to do what I'm doing now. And I'm telling you, ladies, sometimes when those doors begin to open and you begin to do things and you're living the life that you prayed about, sometimes you're going to feel just like what I'm saying. But I would encourage you to not numb down. You don't have to numb down. You don't have to suppress what God is doing in your life that he is giving you and that you're able to do to satisfy anybody else. They were not there when you made those sacrifices. So why you shouldn't be enjoying and reaping the fruit of your labor? Excuse me. Got to cut it out. And I've been telling myself this since last week. I was not living mentally. And not to say not as a show off, but that's an enjoyment. I should enjoy. Ladies, you should enjoy. I got some ladies on here that are entrepreneurs, great careers, CEOs, doctors, sometimes surrounded by people that make you feel as if I should not be happy about what's going on because they don't have the same. But that's dumbing down God's glory, because the sacrifices you made, the things that you're able to do, the places that you're about to go, the people that you're about to meet, you keep going, keep living, keep enjoying, keep showing what God is doing. Keep loving on yourself. Keep fulfilling yourself, because was nobody there when you had to do those sacrifices. Like I was saying, I did those back then. It's just like mentally I kept hustling, bustling, because I'm doing this for my children. And even if they don't want it, I'm dealing with a little one right now that don't want to reap this benefit. But guess what? She don't have to. Because I'm going to reap it. And I'm going to enjoy it. Because this is the life that I visioned 10 years ago. And I'm believing God to even do more. Right. I'm reading the comments. Absolutely, Lolita. So I would say in closing, I didn't mean to get all snotty nose with you guys. So I hope the message was clear in what I was saying. Mentally keeping yourself stuck. Not living. Not enjoying. Not having that vision upon yourself of what you're desiring to do in life. You know, how serious are you about you? How serious you are about you? You go and do all this work. You go and apply yourself for all this stuff, and then you don't even want to enjoy it. Excuse me. Then you don't want to even enjoy it. How serious are you about you? Every day you wake up, you are not dead. You are alive. So every day you wake up, how serious are you about your life? You know, what do you want to do with you? What do you want to do in your vision? Whatever that look like. You should feel that. You should enjoy that. You should embrace that. You should live that every day. And like I say, without pride, without turning your nose up to other people, because I know who I am. I have a big heart, and I have a heart for people. But that mental state I was in, to question my worth? No. No, I'm not questioning my worth anymore, because I know that I'm worthy. I know that I'm worthy, and I'm going to show up as that woman because I know that I am worthy. You are worthy. We all are worthy, but it starts here. So there's nothing wrong with being about your business, because you are your business. You got to make everybody happy all the time. That's good. But that shouldn't be your forefront. That shouldn't be what all you standing on. I had to teach myself that. I want to make everybody happy. I want to do everything, just like I just said. The hustle and bustle, the hustle and bustle. Back then, I'm thinking like, oh my God, you know, I'm doing this for them. To where I'm sitting in a dealership when I should have been the happiest day, I wouldn't say of my life, but I should have been happy. And I'm sitting there questioning my worth? No. Not gonna happen up here. As my Aunt Mabel say, I had to pick myself up. And I had to start knowing who I am, what I am, and the life that I envision for myself. Has nothing to do with being, like Sis said, better than somebody else. That's just knowing, hey, I'm not numbing down what God blessed me with. I did the sacrifice. I did the work. So it's time to live. You just think about that. If you don't fulfill your own cup, and you deplete everything out of yourself, the people that you have helped or you are currently helping, if you have that mentality, they're going to bypass you. And you're going to constantly be a helper and not a leader of yourself. I had to tell myself that. Helping other people be happy all the time. And at the end of the day, you get a little bit of piece of that and you feel like you're satisfied with it. No. You should be reaping the benefits of your labor. Don't let nobody tell you different. Like we just say, there's a difference in saying, I'm enjoying my blessing. And then there's a difference as I'm being prideful. We all know that difference. You feel it in your spirit. You feel it in your body. I'm enjoying my blessing. I'm not robbing myself anymore of my blessing. I might just do anything today. I might just get in mercy and open up that sunroof, play my music as loud as I want to be, and just ride. I might want to go to the beach. Or I might want to stay home. Whatever it is I decide to do. But enjoy your life, sisters. Enjoy your life. This is it. Right here today. This life, look around. Open your eyes, look at it. This it, baby. This is it. What you gonna do with that? You gonna continue to rob yourself? Or you gonna live abundantly? The decision is yours. I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Saturday. I talked about a little bit of this in my, as I always close out, this journal is powerful. And I'm not just saying that to get you to buy it. I say that because it's changing lives. It's changing mindsets. It's changing where we're trying to go. We are constantly aging. If you living, you aging. And if you're aging, you're living. What you gonna do with that? You don't want to look up and then you can't even enjoy it because now you're to an age to where you ain't moving around like you used to. What you doing with your life? Enjoy it, sisters. Thank you for your time. Thank you. I love y'all so much. Remember, the journal is on Amazon. If you get on there and just type in Tea Talks with Joe, this is how it looks without this little strip because this is my copy. Get your copy. Let's chat about it. Have a wonderful weekend. Do something for yourself as always. Love you.